2, 1.
Double Deuces.
What's going on, guys?
US Open edition.
Episode 9, recording August 30th. We got little, was it Friday? We're watching Sheldon TFO in the background.
We're off work.
Yeah.
Labor Day weekend. Happy
right.
Labor Day, everyone.
Yeah? Wow. Okay, where were we at? 1-all, fourth set? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so today, will an American win the U.S. Open, or will it be a Djokovic and Sinner final? Doping's back in the headlines again. The dog has something to say.
Yep.
USA Karens or justified grapes at the Olympics?
Not a good look.
Golden Slam Club winner. Golden Slam Club gets a new member.
Better than a golden shower.
Oh yeah, we're in a hard court season. Almost forgot about that.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about our Tennis Goes to Movies and Average Joe segment. But before we continue, be sure you hit that like button, share this with your friends, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And we'll have the audio out available wherever you get your podcasts shortly when I get to editing this. So, you want to start? Karen's
Let's start with the Olympics.
Start at the Olympics.
Yeah.
So, there was this fun little video.
Did you do something about the dog? Or what?
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll fix
Shut
it in
the door.
post. It's fine. No, she'll go off. So we started with this fun little image. You know, they're getting ready. They got their
outfits.
Yeah, they're dancing.
Coco held the flag with LeBron in the opening ceremony.
And then Danimal ends with a little dance. And then we get Coco crying over calls. We got Navarro saying she doesn't respect Zhang after losing to her.
I didn't get that. She was like, well, she doesn't have a good attitude in the locker room, and I didn't like her style. It just looks so petty.
Very petty.
Yeah.
It was just kind of what's going on. And then Iga freaking...
Danimal lost to Iga, and she was complaining about her attitude on the court. I'm not. I don't. Oh, she wasn't genuine when she was.
Yeah,
saying,
she called her
"Are you
insincere.
okay?"
She said
She's
insincere.
hurt.
Yeah, I
And
think
it's really petty and not a good look.
Yeah, right as she walked over, down 1-4, I think, in the third set, walks over and calls her insincere, and then Iga's just kind of like looking a little
Shocked.
stunned, like,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on? What just happened here?
Yeah. Listen, you lose, just get off the court. I mean, I know you guys wanted to win the gold, and it didn't happen. And
They didn't medal at all.
No,
The women didn't
nothing.
medal. They didn't get anything. They lost singles. They lost doubles.
I mean, it's just not good when you're bitching. It's
They
just
lost
not
mixed.
Not good.
No,
Yeah.
it just didn't look good that all of them had an episode. Like,
Yeah, Coco with the umpire.
yeah,
and then
she was
Danimal with the Iga, and then Navarro with the
with Zhang.
Zhang.
Yeah, the gold medalist. Yeah, it just
Yeah.
didn't. It's just not a good look when you're all complaining. You're all having problems.
It's cool they went, but yeah, not a good look. The men's Tommy Paul and Fritz got a medal.
Yeah,
I thought
they
that was
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, they got a bronze. That's awesome. And then, but actually, you know, the Rajit Ram and Krajicek got the silver.
Yeah.
They lost the Australian team.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Epic final with Djokovic beating
Yeah.
Alcaraz. I mean, the only tournament that he hasn't won, and now he's part of that
Golden Slam Club.
Golden Slam, not Golden Shower. Golden Slam.
Well, the good news is there's only 4 other members of this Golden Slam, not Golden
Yeah.
Shower Club.
2 of them are married to each other. And Serena and Nadal. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's awesome. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
And you can tell it meant so much to him, how emotional he was after that win. And I forgot who was asking him, like, hey, now is everything complete? And he pretty much said, like, I think so.
I mean, he does? There's nothing. He's won every major, everything. Literally, there's nothing left. So, other than trying to do it over again. So,
Yeah. Going for 25th in this tournament.
So what do you think? Do you think he's won everything? He looks. I mean, it's still early. We're still third round right now, U.S. Open.
Yeah.
He didn't really play any warm-up tournaments from Olympics to now. He didn't play Canada, didn't play DC, Cincy. No, it's the first hardcourt tournament he's played for the second half of the hardcourt swing. I mean, what do you think? Do you think he just kind of goes away here in the next couple Grand Slams, or is he just keeps going until he can't keep going?
Well, don't forget he had knee surgery in early June.
Yeah.
2 months ago. And it's like he hasn't lost a beat.
No.
Who knows what his makeup is. His kids are getting older and he's going to want to spend more time with them. It's got to be such a grind, all the training, but he seems to just be able to show up for the big tournaments.
Right.
And so I feel that if he's contending and either winning some of them, he'll stay. But if he's losing consistently, even in the finals, and that's what happened to Serena, then they're just like, all right, I don't have anything to prove. This is not worth it.
Just kind of go out and...
So I would say 2 years max.
2 years max?
Yeah.
Put in the red book. 2 years max.
The red book.
And then Andry Murray, that was really cool. He played doubles with Dan Evans, and they came back twice in tiebreakers to win the first 2 rounds. And he wanted that on-court celebration of his career to say goodbye. And he was Raducanu. He was set to play with her in Wimbledon mixed after he lost the singles, and she backed out, and that was unfortunate. So he got his goodbye on court. So I thought that was great. And Fritz and Paul were the ones that beat him, and I thought they were super respectful, and I thought it was a very touching thing.
Yeah, I mean, he got his speech, he got his farewell, and he even set off on Twitter or X, what do you want to call it? He never really liked tennis, so
yeah. I used to play tennis or something.
Yeah, I think that's his bio. He used to play tennis, but I never really liked it. It's just hilarious, but he's a class act.
Yeah,
right?
Class act, and I have a suspicion he'll be a coach, and he won't leave the game that entirely.
Maybe he can coach the what isn't the what am I trying to think?
Davis Cup.
Well, definitely that, but I'm thinking of the other one, the Laver Cup. He can do the other team. He can do one of the teams.
Right. Or have a podcast.
Well, everyone does, so why not?
Hey, we got one.
All right, so U.S. Open.
Yeah, so right now we're in the second or third round.
Yeah, going into
It's been good. It goes late. These day sessions were delayed because of rain, and then they get back on the court late, so that pushes everything back. And the other night I saw them. I was going to bed at 11, and Tommy Paul was starting his match on the grandstand. So
I thought it was a replay when I saw that.
Their concept is let's get this done so it doesn't interfere with the next day's matches. But from a fan's point, I mean, no one is going to sit there and be at a match at 12:30 at night in Queens. And
no.
We're diehards, and we're not staying up to watch it. So I don't really understand that whole... I think they should be like 10 o'clock. You can't start a match after that or something.
Yeah. I mean, historically, it kind of runs late, but...
Yeah,
you're right. It's tough.
Yeah.
But I guess the news of the day... Given Alvarez kind of early exit, second round. I mean,
he lost the Monfils in Cincinnati, and he showed his frustration with taking it out on his racket, and it just makes you appreciate Djokovic, how long he was number one, how long he dominated, and we thought, okay, now these two young guys are here, and Sinner, we'll get into that a little bit later of what's going on with him, but he seems to kind of always be a little bit injured in his hip, and Alcaraz had some issues, abdominal issues, and now I don't know. Maybe it's burnout or he's human.
Well, I wonder, and I'd seen this. This isn't just something I came up with either, but I wonder if him not winning the gold in the Olympics kind of changed his like mental state.
Yeah, he put a lot of pressure. He was playing with Nadal doubles, his hero, and you could tell he's not a good doubles player.
Yeah.
Nadal's a really good doubles player, but not Alcaraz.
No.
And he seemed extremely disappointed. I thought he was going to be like, yeah, whatever, I'll be back. But he was really bummed in that ceremony when
it seemed like it really hit him.
Yeah.
It really hit him, and that he didn't
so you think
do that
it
for his
was
country.
a hangover from that?
Well, I mean, I get it. This year's weird. You throw a clay court pseudo major in the middle of like going from grass, hard clay and then clay, grass, clay, and then hard court. And you're kind of into hard. I mean, the Olympics were happening. Atlanta was being played.
Right.
Canada had started by the time it kind of wrapped up. So it's a weird year for these players, and I mean, it's a possibility that he had his pride in his country, and I'm good enough to do this. I freaking won Grand Slams already this year. Why can't I just win the gold? I already beat Djokovic once, twice this year. Why not? Right? And then he doesn't do it. I mean, it's probably, I don't know. I mean, we play tennis. We get beat ourselves up enough as it is. I can't imagine at that level.
He's human. I mean, he's got Davis Cup at the end of this year, so that's a huge deal for Spain. And I'm sure Nadal's going to be in it. Obviously, it's going to be Nadal's last Davis Cup. And if he wins, he's going to be going for the first youngest person to win the career slam if he wins Australia. And
oh, wow.
I'm sure we're all going to be picking him to win it or be in the finals. But, shocking. I watched some of that match. I can't pronounce the guy's name that he lost to, but that guy looked really good at the net. And the crowd was trying to do everything in their power to bring Carlos into the match. And
Botic van de Vanschlup? Botic. I'm just going to call him Botic.
Yeah.
Botic did.
Really, what a performance.
Well, I mean, I think we talked about it earlier, but Botic hasn't won 2 matches back-to-back all year. And here he is getting this far and then taking out one of the top players. Yeah. It's just kind of crazy.
Shocking.
Crazy stuff. So that really just opens up the draw. I mean, and we can talk about this.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk a little bit about the draw and the Americans. So Tommy Paul has been playing really well. I thought he's had a great year so far. He would meet Sinner in the quarters.
Here, let's take a look.
I think it would be Sinner in the quarters.
Going over here. That's what I want to go. That would be
so he would have to play.
What are we talking about? We're talking about Tommy Paul. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Tommy Paul would hit Sinner in the 4th round.
4th round.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that could be.
I feel like he's got the toughest. Well, one of the toughest, right? He's got to get through Sinner.
He would have to beat Sinner and then De Minaur.
Yeah, and then that'd be his final if he could. But then
Djokovic. Okay, let's cross Tommy Paul off for the American win.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing super well. He's moving really great on the court. I mean,
so exciting to watch.
He's a fun guy to watch.
I mean, really looked amazing against Berrettini. I watched that match, and it's the best I've seen him play.
And Berrettini's playing well too.
Yeah, and Fritz, he was really moving well, and defense and return to serve, which is his weakness. So the way that the draw folds out, he would have Ruud, Zverev, and then Djokovic. So he could make the finals. Yes, definitely. But I don't know what that head-to-head is. This Djokovic, there's a lot of scar tissue there. I want to say he's lost 12 in a row to him or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's never close.
So the other 2 men...
Ben Shelton and Tiafoe, we're watching right now.
They're battling out.
Yeah.
And
they would see Djokovic in the quarters, right?
They would see Joker in semifinal. Wait. I'm sorry. I take it back. TFO, actually, 4th round.
4th round. Yeah.
So they get through Djokovic, and then likely Rublev.
Dimitrov, yeah.
or Dimitrov. Yeah, it depends on which one of those two is playing better.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
then
I
Fritz.
see Djokovic just going in the finals.
I mean, it's kind of a lock. I mean,
I think so.
There's no.
And
So,
I don't know
yeah.
about Sinner. We'll get into it a little bit with what's going on with him, but he's not a lock.
No, he's not a lock.
Yeah.
Anything could happen. I don't feel like outside of Djokovic and now with Alcaraz gone, I don't know where anyone's going to end up. It's
Makes
just
it more
kinda,
exciting.
and it's good to note that there's 5, you Americans in the top 20. That's cool. I kind of.
It was disappointing to see Korda go out in the second round.
Yeah,
He got his rank pretty high. I thought
he won
16 or something.
He won DC. So I thought, and he did well I thought he did well in Canada. I don't know how he did in Cincy, but
these guys are knocking on the corner. They just need Novak to retire. Seriously.
And then we look at the women.
Yeah.
There's about 4 that there's 5 women in the top 20.
Swiatek's been struggling. She's not. I think we take it for granted because she has dominated a lot of her career, but she's not a lock. Coco Gauff, same thing. Not having a great year. Not a great Olympics.
No. No. But I mean, so going down the list we have here. Emma Navarro, she's been playing really well.
Yep.
I think
she would have to play Coco.
She'll play Coco in the, I want to say, fourth round.
Yeah.
I want to say. Yes, 4th round.
Yep.
So her road to the final, Coco, then Mendoza, then Sabalenka. That's a tall order.
Those are all players that are really on their game. That's Pegula, I don't know. She's always consistent, knocking on the door, a good hardcore player.
Mm-hmm.
She would have to play Swiatek, and Swiatek seems to beat her in the big matches.
And then
that was the quarterfinals.
She would see. Let's see here. Where did I put her at? Pegula, right? Where am I putting her at? I know she gets this far. Oh, quarterfinal. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Quarterfinal right there. So that's
it's
a tough
cool.
one.
I think the women's is kind of open too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then Coco, she's got I don't think she'll get past Navarro.
No.
Personally,
Navarro,
just the way she's playing. Then Saba, and then Iga in a final. She's not. I don't feel like she can get that far unless she figures it out.
She figures it out, and she gets that crowd behind her. So
if she gets past Navarro, then I feel better about that. But I don't. I feel like it's a tall order at the moment. And then Madison Keys.
She beat Sibylina pretty handily today. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Next year we gotta go. We talk about
going. And then so that's so like all of the upsets have really blew my draw this year.
Well, it gets fun now this weekend, and then that's the later rounds next week.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. It'll be interesting to see how this weekend unfolds.
Right.
How many more seeds or favorites are going to fall. I mean, it's so wide open. Like looking at the men, I mean, outside of
playing really well.
This Kaboli guy did pretty well. Yeah. Who knows with Deminar? I don't think he'll get past center, but you never know. Fritz might figure.
Is looking really good.
He's got to get past Djokovic.
And
Zverev.
Yeah, he would meet him in the quarters.
TFO if he gets past this challenge, although
Shelton's looking good.
Shelton's looking good.
They gotta play Djokovic in the quarters.
Yeah, and then Dimitrov's been quietly working his way through the draw pretty easily, so we'll see what happens. But so this next little section I thought kind of blew up with Alcaraz's loss last night, but I mean it's been Alcaraz and Joker like every
three.
And
the Olympics. I mean, they're the two best players. I mean, Sinner had that really great start of the year, winning Australia, and then he had some hip problems.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. Everyone's injured, and I didn't clip it.
It seems like they're all complaining that they have to play more events, and the season's just really draining them, and then it shows up in the quality of the tennis.
Well, I didn't note it, but I did notice in one of the commentators, or maybe Iga had said something about like doing more 500 events because they're required to do.
Yeah, more required.
They're required now. They didn't used to be required.
Yeah.
So I guess that's taxing, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of the U.S. Open and kind of where we see stuff at. And
after the U.S. Open, I kind of tune out. It's football season, and
I mean the only things left are
they play in Asia, right?
There's that weird Asia tournament.
Yeah.
Is it Japan Open? I don't know. And then there's ATP final, and then Laver Cup.
Yeah. I can't get into it. I mean, the ATP final's okay. They do a round robin, right?
Yeah, it's a round robin, and then whatever. Yeah.
This is the most important tournament.
Yeah, it's the biggest one left, right? And yeah, it's fun times. But so I don't know where to fit this, but Cincinnati Open, I guess I didn't realize. So I don't know. Did you see that last
in Cincinnati? They were worried they were going to move it.
Yeah. Did you watch that Served podcast?
Yeah, I saw it.
Where he had one of the guy who runs it, the tournament director.
I saw that they took out the seats because the seats weren't all facing the court, and
well, I didn't realize that guy. He's a tournament director for Charlotte, the WTA event, and he, his organization, I guess, purchased the Cincinnati tournament, and yeah, they were thinking of moving it over there, and that's where all that rumor mill came from. But Cincinnati brought why to keep it there, and they kept it there. And yeah, I guess they rehabbed that whole facility. They took out bleachers where there were bleachers, now there's seats, and some of the front rows in the nicer seats have air conditioning in them, and they're trying to mimic basically U.S. Open with like the facility and the amenities and everything they have to offer. I mean, I've never been to either, but that sounds cool. That tournament that size.
Yeah, and I mean, everyone says it's
Miami up and take a fucking notes
here.
here.
To stay in Cincinnati, and they're all playing it because it's a warm up to the U.S. Open, and it's a Masters 1000.
It's literally the only tournament happening right before. Well, that's not true. There is one small 250 event. Right before U.S. Open and after Cincy. But other than that, it's a big tournament. It's 1000.
Yeah, so a week and a half of important tennis left in the season, in my point of view.
It's fun. I mean, and I guess
I'll watch Laver Cup and I'll watch the ATP finals.
Yeah, so I guess the other thing with the Cincinnati Open, they're gonna just rehab it so they can expand and make it even bigger.
Want everything bigger, so they can.
All of this, and they're gonna have a whole new player building and locker rooms, and it's gonna be bigger and better than Charleston.
Place is gonna look in 2025. Many practice courts, many match courts, new locker rooms, pickleball courts, recovery room, lounge, gym, locker room. Look at these Sims. So good. Player dining. We're sitting here talking. Nice. People so happy. Empty stands. Awesome.
Oh yeah. So I kind of want to go to Cincy the next year, or no? Yeah, I kind of want to go.
Mark it on our calendar.
I kind of put it. I kind of want to Cincinnati,
and, Queens or New York, or New Jersey for
the U.S. Open. Yeah.
I'll probably stay in New Jersey.
Oh God, it looks like Shelton got that. Oh yeah, that's right. 4-3 in the fourth now.
Yeah.
TFO up. Okay, still neck and neck.
Yeah.
All right, WTF moments, headlines. Did you see this? Did you not see this?
Yeah, so we play on these hard courts where there's lines for the pickleball. It doesn't bother me. It seems to bother some people or throw people off with making the calls. And the pickleball Karens got so upset that they were...
Here.
New tonight, pickleball problems in Northern Virginia. The battle over pickleball courts in Annandale continues.
So we first told you about this story last
you haven't
month when the
watched, you gotta
Fairfax
watch
County Park Authority announced plans to revert the courts
Back
at
to
Kendale
tennis
Park
only
back
from
to tennis
the
only
noise
due to
complaints.
noise complaints.
Love it.
Well, our Melissa
I love
Kim
it.
caught up with some neighbors who staged a sit-in this morning in hopes of not letting that happen.
A friendly Friday morning match quickly turned into pickleball problems for these four ladies.
It's sad to see this happen.
They all
Peggy,
look like
Barbara,
Yeah, they were
Marjorie,
taking the
and
nets
Peggy
down.
shared these pictures of Fairfax County Park Authority workers taking the nets down quite literally in the middle of their match. So to prevent the workers from
What, the
paving
workers
over the
couldn't
pickleball
let them
court
play their
lines,
match?
I know, right?
they decided
So
to
they
take a
just
stand
hung out.
or a seat.
I had my water, I had my banana, I just sat on the courts and I'm like, I'm gonna sit here and wait.
Oh my
Last
God, did
month
they
we
call
told
the
you about the
cops?
Park Authority's
Pick 'em
decision
up?
to revert the courts back to tennis only, citing noise complaints. Marjorie says the pickleball community collected 500 signatures to petition to keep the courts in their current state, and then took it a step further. Well, earlier today, the group of pickleball enthusiasts filed an injunction.
Someone's a
with the
lawyer that
Fairfax
plays pickleball.
Court, asking them to delay the removal of the courts until they can accurately measure noise levels.
So the county could properly
my
hear.
God.
our
Isn't
side
this
of the story and
hilarious?
Not have one person from the county make the executive decision.
Marjorie
Yes,
believes the
that's what we
decision to
want.
change the courts back to solely tennis didn't take all of the community's input into account.
It's kind of a slap in the face to the neighbors to
No.
not be
the
able to
neighbors
use
don't
the
want to hear your
courts the way
sound.
we want to
They're
use it.
Pickleball.
You know how we
Right?
paid for it.
She says they plan to continue to sit in on the courts on Saturday too, to make sure pickleball is here to stay.
We did our part by
they'll
staying
just do
here
it
and
when you
making sure
leave.
that
Right.
they didn't take the lines away and make a big mistake by taking away the courts.
Anyways, it
First
was
tennis
it's
podcast
it's
anyway.
it's hilarious that
Yeah.
that happened and the pickleball Karens. So I mean, I get it, you know, whatever. I guess if it was the other way around, if there were people enthusiastic enough to do that, I guess. But I just thought it was a hilarious story
Yeah.
that they went the. How many times does it go the other way?
Always it goes the other way. They make two pickleball courts out of one tennis court.
Right, and then now they're like, nope, you're turning
We're
this
going
back
back
to
to
tennis only.
So tell me about Sarasota.
Padel.
So we have Padel here.
Yeah, so there's this
So
this
Padel is.
essential. It's a
Now
place.
I know in the Northeast, my friends play. They call it paddle, but it's. I think
I
it's
don't know.
different than this.
Is it
Not
paddle or is it pedal? I don't know. I mean, this is like they have memberships. It's somewhere in town. I saw
This is
saw
in
this.
town. This
yeah.
is not like a.
No, it's in town. There's a facility
Okay.
in town, kind of in a little bit north.
Yeah, so
by
in
the airport, I
Northeast,
think.
they call it paddle, and it's chicken wire as the. It's like really. And the ball is kind of bouncy, and I played it, and it's on a mini tennis court, and the court is grippier, and you play in the winter in the Northeast.
Yeah,
This is
this is indoors.
Padel, and I know this
Yes.
is huge in Spain.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
I mean, I
I'm not
guess
playing this.
So they opened up a place in town called the Pad, Sarasota.
Okay.
And I don't know. I clicked on one thing on Instagram. Now Instagram just feeds me this stuff now,
Oh,
right?
alright.
Because out of curiosity, I'm like, what is this? I'm like, gosh. So yeah, it's a
Not
thing,
seeing
and
much, but she's seeing the
yeah, I mean, this is just their website,
fake
right?
turf. It looks like fake turf.
Yeah, I would imagine, or I don't know what the thing. They already have hours, they have rates, they have
36
memberships.
an hour.
Is that what it said? Peak hours.
36
36 per player, 90
24.
minutes. Off peak, 24 per player, 90 minutes. It's not cheap.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, they've been. Oh, and there's an app to.
We need more tennis clubs.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw this on Instagram. They had like Nishikori was there, and then
Okay.
Tommy Haas, and they're doing whatever they can, right? But I don't know. It's different. Hey, it's not pickleball, and they got their own facility.
Yeah.
It's not like they're invading anywhere
That's true.
else.
Not
So,
putting lines down for
more power to them, but I don't. You said your friend
that's-
plays it in Northeast, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's different. They call it paddle in Northeast, and the court's different than what I'm seeing here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah.
It all looks the same to me.
It's kind of like a racquetball tennis that you play it off the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I looked up Padel, it looked like it used similar balls. Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Any event. It's a different racket sport in town. So now we got competition
Yeah.
between tennis
We're not gonna
and
play it anyways,
racquetball,
so.
or yeah, whatever.
Racket used to
and
be an old club here that wasn't that great, but they
well, it wasn't that great towards the
demoed
end,
it,
right? Yeah.
And now they're supposed to be putting a high-end housing
Mm-hmm.
and having a club. But I go to Trader Joe's, which is right behind, and it's just a field of dirt right now.
Yeah.
They
I
haven't
mean,
started.
I remember when I first moved here and I was looking, for places around.
Join there.
And I walked over there, and it was just like right before COVID. So then by the time I thought, well, maybe I'll just try this place out, that everything was closed down.
Yeah.
But they had a lot of courts. I guess they were crap, but they had a lot of
Played there,
courts.
crap. They had
Yeah.
a gym like out of the 80s. So yeah, we need a club here. So hopefully it's
So it's going to have 13 outdoor tennis courts, 16
Tommy
pickleball,
Haas is associated
16
with it.
pickle/paddle courts. Or is he trying to do paddle there too, I guess?
I don't know.
And with 12 of those being indoor and climate
Haas will
controlled.
be involved in the
Yeah, Tommy
coaching?
Haas. Let's see here, former number
day-to-day tennis operations. Okay.
Isn't he the tournament director of Indian Wells? Well, we got to go over there and buddy up so we can get to Indian Wells.
It's got to be nice. So everything's going to be new, so the courts will be perfect. Look, the picture of the gym looks sick.
I mean, if you're gonna make a high end freaking residence there, you're gonna make a top notch facility.
Because that's been successful with golf. You live around a golf course. And
I mean, these renders look cool, but I want to see it done, right?
it does look cool.
I mean, that's
It looks
cool.
sick.
It looks really cool, man. I mean,
If it's
it's gonna hollow out the crappy SSC. Well, I don't want to say crappy, but it's not the best SSC club it belongs to. I'm telling you, people are gonna probably drop wherever they're at and move over there if they can.
Yeah.
It looks cool. I mean, look at that.
That looks amazing.
Is that freaking red clay? That'd be awesome if it's red clay, but I don't think it's gonna be red clay.
No way.
No, these renders look cool. It'll be interesting to see where it happens.
Probably 2
Yeah.
years away, though.
All right. Sinner dodges a ban from steroids.
This story seems fishy to me. And the story was that his trainer had a cut on his finger. There's an over-the-counter spray that's legal in Italy. He sprayed his finger and then massaged Sinner, and I guess
Without gloves.
Without gloves. And then it came up twice in 2 separate samples during Indian Wells. They continued to let him play, which is inconsistent. They leaked the other stuff. Halep can't play while she's appealing. He appealed it. Obviously, he had a great attorney. He won. They're saying very little in his system. Mm-hmm. It's from this massage. It just sounds so fishy to me. I don't...
It's weird because he lost points and money from Indian Wells. Well, if he was fine and it didn't affect him, then why is he losing money? Why did he lose points?
Yeah.
And then that got people tennis Twitter was all like, well, then Djokovic should be number 1.
Yeah.
Because if he loses those points, it wasn't retroactive. So I'm like, well, what the F? You know?
It seems fishy to me. I kind of think every athlete's on something, LeBron, all these guys, they're just so far ahead of the testing.
Yeah.
I mean, you're innocent until proven guilty in this country, but it doesn't pass the sniff test with me.
I mean,
I know Kyrgios was real upset.
Yeah, Kyrgios is not happy. He says he should be gone for 2 years if it's consistent with other players. And you know what? If Kyrgios is in the booth and he interviewed Alcaraz last night on when he first is one round.
He's interviewing. They have him on the court side. And then he chimes in during the announcing, and then they have him interview. He's not that good at the interview either. They need someone that knows what they're doing. So I don't think he's going to continue doing it. But yeah, it'll be interesting if he has to interview Sinner.
That'll be hilarious.
Yeah.
I think that's what everyone kind of is paying attention to this, really wants to see.
It's too smart to do that.
Or maybe they're not and they're going to let it happen
Yeah.
because they don't think and they're like, well, he's a pro.
Sinner's been playing with this. He knew it was coming. It's going to change everyone's attitude towards him, especially in the locker room.
Yep.
Especially Djokovic and Alcaraz. I would be like, all right, this guy really wasn't winning. Like, and now...
Yeah, Djokovic, he wasn't allowed in a country
Yeah.
to do the Australian Open a few years
Right.
back. And then this guy gets like a swift
Yeah.
little like...
Nothing,
right? It's just so
Extremely
crazy.
efficient.
I mean, yeah, like the long list of, Brooksby, suspended for 18
Brooksby,
months.
Yeah. Yimmer.
WTA, yeah.
Yeah.
Sharapova, Halep, you name
The whole
it.
thing with the baseball and Alex Rodriguez is that he discovered on how to have testosterone in your system real short. He would take these gummies, and the guy would tell him when to take them, and then it would be out of his system by the time that they would test, like within hours.
Oh,
And who doesn't know if that's the same thing with this spray?
it's hard. I mean, I think really it came down to it's because of the amount that was found in the system
I know,
was
but that was my
negligible,
whole
but
point.
yeah.
With Rodriguez, nothing
Oh,
was
I
in
see what
his-
you're saying.
His system because
Yeah.
he's able to get it out in
Got
such a fast period of time.
Got it.
I don't know. It doesn't pass,
It's
pass
so-
the sniff test.
It's
and
very suspicious. I mean, I think there's a little bit of, hey, he's a top player.
yeah.
He has the resources to
They have the best lawyer, you mean?
and to move the process along,
every legal process,
right? Like instead of someone that's like 80 in the world who's
Has no money.
grinding
Yeah.
and trying to make their way, and I don't know. It's very suspicious,
That's
but
gonna be with him for the rest of his career.
he's gonna have to like lose a set if he's killing later. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I won the first two sets 6-0, 6-1. I better like lose the third and then win the fourth,
Oh man.
just so it doesn't like.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, I think, oh, he's juicing. Look at him. Look at his results. He's just breezing through the draws. So,
Well, and he's having all these injury problems too, and part of the steroids is more recovery.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's very, very suspicious.
Shady,
There's
shady.
more to this story. I feel like it's gonna come up over time,
Maybe.
or we'll never know. But
Yeah. And then the bad calls, they're not using instant replay, and it was Jack Draper versus Felix.
oh my
Match
gosh,
point.
that was so bad.
I can
Yes.
never tell the double bounce.
Yeah, it
Whatever.
was.
We're not professionals, but it's. You listen to Roddick, and he's like, "Oh, I would know." It's like, I don't know. Everyone was
Oh, they
kind of
took
all
that
over
post off.
Draper. Like, he doesn't know. It's heat of the moment. I kind of never know either. You want to say.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a hard call, but
I think the tough thing about this one, the last three that were notable, it's the same freaking chair umpire.
and they can correct it and get the correct call if they use
Yeah.
the instant replay. So I don't know if they did that or whatever, but they got to bring that in.
Yeah, they couldn't use instant replay, and
Yeah.
that was tough. I watched so many different versions of that. It was FAA against Draper. It was a match point. Draper was willing to play another point, or play a let basically, but then he kind of like
He said he didn't know.
Well, then he's like, I don't know, but he could have. Okay, so
That's
there's
where everyone was busting his
there's
balls.
two sides of this coin. He's like, oh my god, I don't know, I wasn't watching, I don't know. I'm willing to play another point, but he's not willing to say, let's just play another point, because it's his call. He could have like said it.
It's not his call. It's the umpire's call, and it's the heat of the moment.
Well,
So
I mean,
you
if-
gotta give that guy a break. Everyone was busting his balls.
I don't know.
and-
Like, you've seen points where like you get grace from the other player, and they're like, no, it's just played over,
Okay.
and that happens here and there. And if both players are okay with it, but like Jack Draper knew he got that match won, technically won, and it's like, it's your call, umpire, because I want to win this match.
I see a point of view. Yeah, Draper said he didn't know. I'm gonna go with that because I never know when it happens to me. So was interesting. I think the lesson learned is you got to bring in instant replay.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
This other one with Chapo, freaking Canada, unless the post got.
Yeah.
What was that? He got defaulted for saying
yelling
something
at
to the
someone in
crowd.
I didn't get that one either.
And then I think it was the chair umpire that did the same chair
someone
umpire.
in the crowd who was bothering him.
But it got reversed. He got reversed. He won his appeal. He kept his points and his prize money because initially he was going to lose all his prize money and points that week, and get and the fines $36,000. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
And then what was this one? This was Fritz and Nakashima. This was
I don't know if I
another.
know this one.
Was this a bad? Oh, what the hell did I do here? Oh, was this another bad call thing? Oh, this was the one. Yeah, he hit it way out or something, right? And then
it beeped or something.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
However, they didn't stop it in time. We played 6, 7 more shots.
I don't know.
I know what it was. It went out. It was obviously out,
Okay,
but
no. Don't tell me that. Stop the play when we
Hawkeye didn't call it.
Okay.
But he didn't stop playing. Then he just kept playing the point, and he's like, "Come on, that." It was like obvious. It was like a foot out. But he's like, well, Hawkeye didn't call it. I'm like, why didn't? And I didn't see it. And I'm a terrible umpire, apparently.
He says he can't overturn it?
Yeah, he couldn't overturn it due to a technical error. Oh, they replayed the point. It should have been his. And that's the Hawkeye finally realizing, oh, it's out.
Oh, wow. But way out.
Way out.
Yeah.
But because they replayed it instead of giving it to him. But he kept playing this point, and because he didn't challenge it right away, it's such bullshit. I don't know. Maybe that's why all these so many racket smashes. Alcaraz smashes Rag and Nishio hitting people in the cricket.
Yeah.
Oh my
Looks
gosh.
so satisfying.
Oh shit! TFO got that fourth set.
Okay.
6-4.
Going 5.
Going the 5.
All right.
All right. So tennis goes to the movies. So. Serena Williams, Out of the Shadows.
All right, so I've seen 5 of them. I think
Okay.
they're amazing.
Yeah.
I think she's really candid. I think she's really honest. Obviously, she's produced it. It's going to make her look great. But
Oh, yeah.
I think it's interesting. It's on ESPN Plus, so it's not. You have to.
Every once in a while, I've seen it on ESPN, just show up on air. So that's
I would
something.
recommend it. I mean, I'm a huge Serena fan, but they seem to go pretty quick. I think they're 45 minutes, right? They're less than an hour.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun to see her. I have a few things I didn't know about. I didn't know she was into skateboarding. I didn't realize she was kind of a low key Marvel sci-fi nerd to a degree, unless that's all bullshit. But I didn't know any of that stuff.
Right.
All
the sisters played, but just Serena and
Venus. Yeah, it sounds like
the other ones pick up the ball.
Well, it sounds like those two were the best and liked it enough, and then the others they interviewed one of the sisters, and she's like, "Yeah, I play, but they didn't care." So,
wow, amazing story.
Yeah,
King Richard.
Yeah,
it's good stuff. This is just about Serena's career, and that's cool. American Son, Michael Chang. I didn't know much about Michael Chang. I had seen him play. I think in the 80s, early 90s. And I didn't know he was such the best 10-year-old ever. He was tiny, but he just moved so well. And
he was quick.
It was a little bit before our time, that French Open win. He was 16. And then he
was kind of in the middle of that pack with Courier and Agassi and Sampras, and there's a whole bunch of Americans. David Whedon, you name it. I mean, Brad Gilbert. I mean,
and then it was right around the Tiananmen Square protest.
Oh, when he won his French Open when he was 17 or 16, 17. Crazy. It was a good documentary.
It was good.
I didn't know what it was going to be about. I thought it was going to be another, this is who Chang was, but that's cool. I did not know those things happened at the same time. I didn't know Tiananmen Square was happening when he was winning the French Open.
I didn't know he was such a phenom. And he turned pro. Oh, the other thing that was cool is that Arthur Ashe wrote him a letter.
Oh, that was so cool. That was neat.
Yeah.
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, I didn't know a lot of that, so I would definitely check that one out. And then I didn't see I was on a plane, so I watched. Didn't seem like much of a tennis movie. It was more of a
it was a drama. with a lot of sweating.
Yes.
Like profuse amounts of sweating.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know. It's funny. All right. So average Joe's. How'd your?
So we had our summer league. I lost in the semifinals, and well, Barney doesn't watch this, but I can't believe I lost to the guy I lost to. But it was the first time I ever had to retire from a match. Both my legs cramped, and I couldn't.
Ouch!
Move.
Both? I didn't know it was that bad. Damn.
Both at the same time.
Oh.
So I couldn't really move.
No. You can't even like.
Disappointed. I've always played every match. And,
yeah,
there was a crowd and.
Oh yeah, you were on court one.
First set, and regardless, hats off to him. He beat me. I retired, but I'm taking the fall off to just try to get back in the golf a little bit more and work on my game. A little practice, then play a little less and practice a little more.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, I was a lucky loser into an ultimate tennis league.
Okay.
Coming off of a wait list that I forgot about.
Okay.
I did not do great, but I didn't really expect to do super great because I wasn't expecting to play. I went in late. I only played like 5 matches.
Okay.
3 of them I felt like I had a chance. I just lost in 3 sets.
Yeah.
Just like losing the same MO. I get behind on the first set. Tail end of the first set, I kind of felt like I figured it out. That take that momentum, win the second set. Then I'm gassed by the third, and
yeah. See, I went 5-1 and beat the top guy, and I don't know. I'm playing the same guys, and 2 or 3 of the guys just it's not even close. So I kind of want to play different people. So I'm gonna look to join that UTR. Try to get a ranking with that.
That's just started like a couple weeks ago or so.
The
but
next time they do one.
Yeah, they'll do another one here soon. I signed up for the Payne Park singles ladder.
Yeah, so explain to us how a ladder works. If
I think you just
then you can challenge the guy up, and then if you win, then you're up on the ladder.
Yeah, it's just basic. Well, they're doing it a little different where you're not playing just 2 out of 3 sets. You're doing just a pro set. And then
Pro set means 4 games.
No, it's 8. So it's like a regular set, but you play to 8.
The match.
The whole match is 1 pro set instead of 2 out of 3 sets. You play to 8 games, win by 2, but no ads. So point after deuce wins that game.
So if it's 8-8, you keep on going.
I think it's 7s. They want you to play a tiebreak just because you could still, it's not 2. So
okay. Have you had a match?
No, it starts September 1st. So
all right, good luck.
So yeah, we'll see how that goes. It's 11 weeks. There's like
all right.
I don't know how many players. So
you get a lot of matches. Huh?
Yeah, I feel like I like Ultimate, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I went in late, but 5 matches feels like enough.
For a long time, and I'm playing the same guys, and it was too annoying with the scheduling. I still have time, so maybe I'll join, but right now I'm waiting.
You got time. It doesn't start till like
end of September.
You're fine. You might come back and play another
trying
season.
To work on that golf game.
Just like create a new account and then like go in at 5-5 and see how it goes.
Like some people I know.
That's hilarious.
Is that it?
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching.
Double Deuces.
Double Deuces.
Enjoy the U.S. Open. Enjoy Labor Day